Hola, sunshiners, how are you? I hope that you are doing absolutely amazing and that you are ready to get your tarot on. Happy Halloween for all of you fellow sunshiners out there. Dressed as a jock, definitely a costume because ask anyone in my life and I am nowhere near sporty. Sorry. I know, you're disappointed. Not the only one. I am too. Anyways, real quick, I wanted to give a shout out to Jared. I wanted to give a shout out to Tasha. I want to give a shout out to Mel. Top 3 sunshiners for this past month. Thank you so much for being amazing. Thank you for sending me all the encouragement that you did. Thank you for being awesome, for commenting, for liking the video, and for even reaching out to me for personal readings or just for words of encouragement. I just wanted to give a quick shout out for all of you guys because you are amazing and I want you to understand that I do truly take this very seriously and I love you guys with the absolute bottom of my heart. We have reached over 180 subscribers on here, guys. What? That's awesome. Very, very grateful for that. And I just love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all of that support and love. And hopefully I'm able to give you what it is that you're looking for in a tarot reader. So let's get this joint started. I'm gonna go ahead and light up this bad boy. Bad boy up. Make a wish, make a wish. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I hope that one comes true. Let's get started. So today's reading is going to be for Gemini. How are you today, my Gemis? ¿Qué onda, Gemini? ¿Qué han estado haciendo, Gemini? So, Gemini. I apologize. I know I am definitely running late posting November's readings. I decided to take a little hiatus in October and I only posted your elementals. How dare I, right? Ridiculous. But it's one of those things. I mean, guys, I have a lot on my plate. I mean, I have no proper excuse for you, and I'm not going to give you one because I don't think that you would accept it anyway. Let me just save my breath and tell you I have a life, and unfortunately last month my life took a bit of a spiritual hiatus when it came to posting here on YouTube, but I am working very greatly on it, and I had to make some personal decisions for myself that I think are definitely going to help me get a bit more straight with this. So I apologize. Thank you so much for your patience with me, guys. But anyways, this is what we're doing. In honor of Halloween, since I did not post a proper monthly October reading for you, I'm still gonna dress up and we're gonna use the zombie tarot deck for your energy, and then we'll use the vice versa deck for the energy of the person that you are resonating with. Vice versa is front and back, which I absolutely love. The pictures are beautiful. It's very vivid. It's very clear to the point. I don't feel like I have to clarify as much when it comes to the vice versa because it does give you front and back. So if I'm a little iffy about a picture, I'll just flip it over and I'll be like, oh, so that makes sense. So let's get started, guys. I know you're like not in it with me ranting. You're just like, come on, you already took forever, now you're just gonna talk up a storm? I know. I'm sorry. I'm only, I am a spiritual being, but I am also trapped in a human body, so, sometimes it wins. I brought the mug back, as you can see. I am still the mamacita de la casa, so that did not change. Alright, Gemini, what is your past energy and love? Gemini, I'm feeling very cool, calm, and collected, but my back is killing me. So you've either been working your butt off, and that's why your back is killing you, or you've been having so much Gemini, I will say this. Not only do I love shuffling for you because you almost always come out in twinsies, and I think that is like the coolest thing. That's like the most concise, the clearest way to acknowledge your presence in not only your own read, to verify that you're following, your path, and that you are indeed listening to that which your spirit is trying to direct you towards. But it's also great when I see it in, again, twinsies. It's also great when I see you pop out that way in other signs readings, because it's just, it makes me smile. Like, you guys just have this strong aura and personality about you that it doesn't matter what's going on in your life. It's just like, if you're gonna present yourself, you're gonna present yourself, and you're gonna do so very loudly too. And I like that. I like that about you guys. You guys are like all in or nothing. But if you think about it, I mean, the sun makes itself known to everyone. Whether you appreciate it or whether you don't appreciate it, the sun, is bright and vivid, and it forces you to have to even change and adapt yourself to understand it. That's why, when you're driving and you have those sun glares, what do? You don't just close your eyes and continue the drive without seeing. No, you have to be able to see. And so it is so bright, it's so vivid, it's so clear, it's so pure that we as humans are unable to directly see into it, because it's just too much for us to hold. So we have to wear sunglasses, sun visors, and that's the wonderful thing about you guys, Gemini, is that sometimes people can't comprehend how someone can be so sunny and optimistic and wonderful and so upbeat and bouncy and excited, and it can be blinding for others who are not at that same vibrational height that you are at. And so it's funny to me when I see that in other people's readings, because I have seen you pop out in a couple of other people's readings for this month. So it seems like October really puts you in a position of having to make a lot of choices, having to make a lot of decisions. You had a lot of choices presented in front of you, both in love, both in love in general, relationships, like personal relationships, family, jobs, and it seems like you guys just really needed to make your presence known unto others, and that's why I saw a lot of Gemini coming out in the other readings. And for me, I'm trying to figure out, like, why is Gemini coming out in everyone else's readings? I love you guys so much. Another twin. But it's because, with this past full moon in Taurus, it really brought to light a lot of the truthfulness about our stability, whether we wanted to see it or not. Taurus just kind of brings that out of you. And the cool thing about you, Geminis, is that you, and I talked a little bit about this in the Aquarius video too, is you guys have this amazing ability to reflect and go truly within yourself, introspection-wise, in a way that no other air sign can. I mean, you guys, when you dive into your mind, you can dive in really deep like a Scorpio. You can feel that very deeply. You can be as passionate as a Leo. And the great thing about that is that just as intense as you can get within your own mind, and you do have both sides of you, the yin and the yang, you're able to snap right back into reality as if you never left in the first place. And that's a really amazing thing. That's a really powerful tool. It's a really gracious gift that you have about yourself. And what's really neat is right now, with the full moon in Taurus still kind of leaving its little sprinkles behind, and all of us having to make those tough decisions, make those tough choices for ourselves when it comes to our careers, when it comes to our relationships, when it comes to our family life. And it seems like, Gemini, for you, the biggest question, the biggest mind shift that I saw while meditating on your energy, and just in general, from what I was feeling in the other readings, is the why behind it all. You needed to know the why behind, you know, having to work a meaningless job for 12 hours a day to get paid, sure, but why is this the reality I live in? Why is it that I'm being forced to do manual labor when I realize bills have to be paid, but why does it have to be this difficult? Or in love relationships, since this is a love reading, I realize that, you know, we're meant to be with one another, but why is it that you aren't as committed as I am? Why is it that I'm investing more into the relationship than you are? Or why is it that, how is it that we're designed and we've been brought together spiritually to unite and help each other grow, but why is it that I feel you pulling away? So you had a lot of realizations with this past full moon, and it was a very strong one. I can't even tell you guys, like, I felt it strongly, and I'm a Sag, so Gemini, you're my opposing sign, right? We're each other's yin and yang, and I can embody a lot of your qualities when it comes to that. Likewise, you know, I'm sure you embodied a few Sagittarius qualities in yourself as well. So definitely for me, what I'm seeing for you guys is choices, having to make those hard choices, having to realize for yourself, you know, am I truly happy in this relationship, or am I just simply in it for the sake of, you know, stability? And Taurus, this past full moon, being, you know, all about stability, all about materialism and all that stuff. So all of that's coming to the surface, and it's coming in a much more clear, concise way for you. It's a lot to take in. It really is, because you start having all of these awakening moments where you just go, whoa, like, I never thought of it like that before, but that makes sense. And you're gonna keep having those throughout the month of November. You're gonna start having those aha moments, those realizations. All of these epiphanies are gonna kick in, and before you know it, by the end of the month, you're gonna be at a much different place than you were at the beginning of October. And that's a good thing, Gemini. It's good to transform, it's good to grow, and it's good to acknowledge and really truly try to find a definition and meaning for everything in your world. Because if that's what you need in order for you to feel strong and motivated, then that's what you have to go out there. And I'm just going to point this out. Aquarius gave me the toughest time in the freaking world when it came to my camera. It like was constantly falling over, and I don't even know why, because like it's not like I'm touching the table, it's not like I'm messing with the desk, it's just, it's here. Like I don't know. So if you guys are dealing with an Aquarius, or if you have an Aquarius rising, moon, Mars, or Venus, go check it out. Anyways, let's get started with your love tarot reading. This is your past love energy for Gemini. This is for your sun, moon, rising, love. Try that again. This is for your sun, moon, rising, Are you guys not able to speak, not able to communicate properly? Because if you are, go get yourself some tea, go get yourself some water, and go chillax. Guys are having a hard time opening up your own truths to yourself. That's what I'm getting strongly. Anyways, this is for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Mars. Hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so in your past energy field, Gemini, your twinsies came up as Page of Hazards. In the Zombie Tarot deck, Hazards represents Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles, reversed, followed by the Moon card upright, followed by the Knight of Swords upright, the Page of Cups upright, Two of Cups upright, Nine of Swords upright, and the Two of Hazards upright. In the person's energy field in which you are resonating, the one who made you click on this card or click on this channel, you have the Sun card reversed. You have the Three of Wands reversed. You have the Queen of Wands reversed, followed by the gotta love you, High Priestess reversed. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles. It's also reversed. And last but not least, Five of Swords reversed. Okay, so in your past energy field, Gemini, what I'm feeling with you is you felt tied down to this other person. Tied down and not in a fun way. It could literally be if you guys were, embarking in intimate moments that you guys would, get a little, you know what I mean. If that's not what I'm referring to, then it's literally in the relationship. You felt very tied down to this person. You felt as if it's funny because you secretly love it, but yet at the same time you secretly hate it. And the reason you love it is because you have the key. So if this person's locked down, right? So this is the Page of Hazards reversed. We got this little zombie boy, and he's tied to this pole, right? He's locked up. He's tied by handcuffs. So you secretly love the fact that you have managed to tie down the other person in your life, and you have the key. All right, gems. I mean, you guys are wonderful, so I can't say anything. You guys are amazing. I love my Geminis. So basically, yeah, I mean, it took a while, it took a minute, it took some time, but you managed to get the key to this person's heart, and now secretly you feel almost like you feel a little guilty because you know that this other person didn't really stand a chance up against you. Like it's funny. It's almost like I'm hearing like this, ha ha ha. You really thought that you were gonna run away from me? Not a chance in hell. Like that's what I'm hearing. Oh my gosh. Oh man. So we have the Knight of Swords upright, followed by the Page of Cups upright. So again, this other person, they put up a fight. Let's be real. In the past, they definitely put up a fight, and you had to, embody that swords energy, that fierceness energy. You had to be very direct, very upfront, very to the point and blunt and honest with this person, almost embodying that Saggy, opposing factor of yourself. So like a Sag, you had to just kind of be upfront, blunt, and to the point and be like, look, I love you, you love me, we're going to be together. It's just going to happen. You can deny it all you want, but at the end of the day, we're going to end up getting married one day. Like, basically just like that. So you were very upfront, very to the point with this person. And this person, they were a little scared. A little scared of your intensity. And it's really funny because Geminis, I don't really see you guys as, like, super intense. Like, intense in your communication internally, yes. Intense in your ability to meditate deeply, yes. But intense with other people and making them feel intense when around you, that's, like, the complete opposite of what I feel when I'm around Geminis. When I'm around Geminis, I feel, like, lively, excited, and just ready to party. And what's really funny is that this person, they looked at you with this, like, almost like a deer in the headlights look. Like, did you really just say that to me? What? You crazy? What? And they were just so mind blown and confused by your brutal honesty towards them. And it's like, they can play hard to get all they want, but at the end of the day, they're just like constantly being reminded in their minds, like, whoa, this person legit said that to me. Like, what does this mean? So they start out as a Page of Cups. They start off looking at you in this very innocent, confused state of mind. They just have this what? Factor going on for them. And for you, Gemini, I mean, you see this person so strongly as the missing link to you. You feel that you've met the one that you're meant to be with, and there's just no letting go. Like, I already waited so long to find you into my life. Why would I waste another minute? Why waste more time when I already know? Everything in my being is telling me yes, yes, yes. If I have to convince you that there's a yes, I'll do it. And I'm not wasting time doing it either. So Gemini, you're very determined. You're in the past, you were the one presenting the feast towards them. They're the person who, if they were living alone before you guys met, they don't know how to cook. They're the person who's constantly going out to eat all the time because they just can't cook. Or if they can cook, it's merely like making some like bacon and scrambled eggs. You know, something simple, some toast. Yeah, I cooked for myself this morning. I made myself some toast and milk. I'm chef status. Share that on Instagram. Hashtag food porn. Anyways, Gemini, for you, I mean, you knew so strongly within your power, like immediately, almost immediately when you met this person, that it was not going to take very much to help them come to the realization that yes, you guys truly can create a wonderful, abundant life with one another. And the reason why is because when you got to know this person, when you got to meet their mannerisms, when you went to their place for the very first time, you saw what they were lacking of. And you didn't see it in a, oh, wait a second, wait. You ain't got a bedspread on this mattress? What? You do your laundry with whites and colors. Like, you didn't have a judgmental attitude about you. You didn't have that, for lack of a better term, I mean, higher than thou mentality, or just aggressiveness towards them. No, you had this clear, concise understanding that, you don't know how to fold your clothes. It's kind of cute. Oh, honey, baby, no. I care about you too much to watch you wash your clothes in the same load. Whites, colors. Here, let me help you. Let me help you separate them. You looked at it as cute little quirks about this person. And quirks that for a really long time, you know how a lot of us have, like, in our younger days, we have like that checklist, you know, that boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife checklist. Like, they will be 6'1", they must have green eyes, they must have a slim, athletic body. And if, you know, in our past, if someone didn't meet up to those standards, then we think to ourselves, oh, I'm a failure. I'm just not worthy of what it is that I desire. I'm just not worthy of what it is that I want, you know. And that's just the ignorance that we had to fight, the childlike relationships that we had to begin with, you know, those karmic relationships that helped mold us into realizing that we are not going to be someone's complete checklist. So we can't expect another person to be our full 150% checklist. It's just realistically not 100% possible. And it's a good thing, because I mean, if everyone was 100% everything that we wanted, you know, sure, in that moment we may be ecstatic, but 10, 20 years later, when, you know, we're in a completely different mind space and we no longer want to resonate just with that one checklist, that person is still stuck there. I mean, we asked for it. So it's like, you can't even complain at that point. And for you, when you notice the little quirks about this person, when you notice the few little missing links, that were there, that were kind of hidden underneath that shell, you realize for yourself, I'm needed here. They need me. And not in a codependent relationship kind of way. Very well so could be, though, because I am seeing, you feeling that intense desire that you are going to shine brightly in their life and bring in the missing pieces that they have themselves not been able to fully get to. And that's a beautiful thing. So, like, for instance, if this person that you're resonating with is more of an introvert, and one of the missing links that you found for them was that they tend to part themselves away from friends and family because they feel more comfortable and more alive within their own mental worlds, which is great. However, it can be very, very harmful for relationships, keeping up, relationships with others. And for you, you found it very easy to help this person, guide this person outside of their home space, outside and into the world, so that they can, continue to develop and strengthen those relationships with others. Whatever it is, you have it. Whatever missing piece that this other person was missing, it's you. You have it. And you saw it so clearly. You saw it so clearly probably from day one. If not, then within very, very early in the relationship, very early in its stages. And because you were able to see that, you knew that the tying this person down was going to be a piece of cake. How are you going to say no to everything that you've always wanted? How are you going to say no to everything that you need? How are you going to say no to, like, literally the missing pieces to you? You just can't, right? Makes sense. Anyways, 9 of Swords followed by the 2 of Hazards. So this is the 2 of Cups. This is where I got the whole, they had this childlike, innocent, like, whoa, what do you mean we're going to be together forever? And whereas they were lacking in a lot, you are able to bring to them what it is that they're missing. 9 of Swords, again, helping them heal. This person has a lot of baggage. This person had a lot that required healing. Perhaps still dealing with childhood traumas, perhaps still dealing with a lot of family issues, so like mother-father related issues, and you came in there like the amazing, handsome, sexy nurse that you are, and decided to heal them, decided to nurture them, decided to take the time to give them what it is that they need and desire, because everyone does deserve to have their sunny-go-lucky happy ending. And you have been able to fight and battle your own demons, 2 of Hazards, in the past. In the past, you had to do the same. You remember what it's like. And you felt it necessary to guide this person outside of its own demons, guide this person towards a newer them. They felt very burdened, very, a lot of, this person's been through a lot, a lot of pain, a lot of anger, a lot of sadness. Wow, Gemini. You're so sweet. You're so kind to help this person. And this person owes you. not in a, I lent you $20, so now I owe you money. No, like, you give me a child. How can I ever repay you? Kind of debt. And they know it. They know that they've grown immensely since meeting you. And it causes conflict for them in the past. In the past, they felt almost like a failure in your eyes. And they didn't want to be a failure in your eyes. They wanted to be your equal. And the funny thing is, you guys are each other's equals. Let's start from the beginning, okay? So, in the past, your person, they embodied the star card, but it came up reversed, right? Star card reversed. I'll show you. This is the side it came up on. What am I saying this as? I feel that this person in the past, they wanted beauty. They wanted love. They wanted an opportunity. They had loved in the past, but seems like only really had maybe one solid relationship before you. They felt broken, cracked, wounded, lost in a field of people, opportunities, destined to continue along this path, this broken path. And so one day, they made a wish. They talked to their angels, their spirit guides, and they said, hey, I need some help. Send me someone who is everything necessary for me to grow. Send me someone who will teach me the ways of the world because I don't understand it. So they sent them you. You are their dream come true, their star come true. You are their wish fulfillment, Gemini. Perhaps this person you're dealing with, if they're not an Aquarius, then they have Aquarius strong on their chart. Or they're just a very strong manifester. Because they manifested you. Now you, my dear gems. In the past, you were the Three of Wands. Sure, communicative. Sure, enjoying. Sure, hanging out with people. Sure, going to work every day and making that paycheck for yourself. Focused, dedicated, loving and bright as always. Happy-go-lucky, having fun, making jokes. Everyone enjoys Gemini's presence. But you wanted something more. You wanted something real. It felt as if in the past, you two were broken. You were. But you had to make some hard life questions, ask yourself some intense questions to reveal underneath it all, how can I heal myself? How can I make this go away? How can I ensure success for myself in the future? Because that's what I want. I want a successful relationship. I want a successful partner. I want stability in the highest of ways, in the lightest and the the lightiest and most energized and rejuvenant ways of the world. I want to find my missing piece. I want my world. I deserve my world. I fought so hard. In the past, you were reaching towards it. And when they met you, they saw you like this, within your power, strong and vibrant. The person you're dealing with is either a Pisces, Aquarius, or a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Queen of Swords, reversed. Both of you had to go through mazes to find one another. One of you started from the top and worked their way to the bottom. The other one started from the bottom and worked their way to the top. This right here, this is the obstacles you guys have had to face before meeting. This is all the trials, all the twists, the turns that life has thrown to you, every single curveball, every single roadblock. It's been a lot. Both of you have been through a lot. Gemini, you started down here. And you worked your way, you wiggled your way all the way to the top. What I mean by that is, spiritually, you started asleep, stuck in your worldly conditioning. But with every new trial you faced and every new time that you grew, strengthening that love and strengthening your trust and your own intuition, it grew and expanded to the point where if something else were to be thrown in your way and it wasn't the greatest of decisions or it wasn't the greatest of feelings, it just helped you vibrate higher. It just helped you wake up a little bit more and find your own inner power and trust it. The other person, when they were born, vibrated very high. In their younger years, had a very strong spiritual self. But as time deteriorated them through loss and pain, because candy is good for the soul. We are no longer called Sunshine for Days Tarot. ¿Por qué? I know, right? ¿Por qué? I know you guys are wondering, like, what the heck? Why'd you change your name? Like, what? I liked that. Sunshine for Days. It's awesome. I know, guys. I know. I loved it too. I named the channel Sunshine for Days in the first place was because I wanted this to be a channel full of positivity, love, abundance, empowerment, and I wanted to make sure that everyone who joined the channel felt like family, felt, intertwined with that same mentality of, a little bit of goodness. If you share it with others, it goes a long way. You just never know when someone might be needing that extra attention, extra encouragement, extra love, all right? We are now officially called Scorpio Tarot 1111. Now, I like this better. Why? One, because there's no one out there with a similar name. No one out there has Scorpio Tarot or Scorpio period, point blank. Now, if you guys don't know what a Scorpio is, that's me. I'm a Scorpio Sagittarius cusper. I don't know how many times I've said that in my videos already. I'm sure you guys are probably tired. Like, yeah, we get it. You're cusp baby. Stop. But anyways, so Scorpitarius, that's why. So I am a Scorpitarius. Tarot, because that's what we do on here, we get, creative. We try to figure out a little bit more about what's going on in the insights of our minds and the minds of our loved ones, and just feel more empowered with ourselves and our decisions. 2, 3, 4, I can't count. The other reason is there was another lady who had a similar name to our previous channel. We were Sunshine for Days Tarot, and this lady's channel is Sunshine Tarot. For my fellow loved ones and close family and friends who try to find me on YouTube, they just could not find me because her videos would you know, overconsume my videos because, you know, we're still growing. I figured I'd make something a little newer that just kind of resembled us and only us. Scorpio Tarot 1111. 1111, the reason I put that in is because it is the spiritual awakening number. It is also a new age version of, you know, your spirit guides just trying to say hi, I love you, you're doing great things. And another thing too with 1111 is anytime you see it, you're supposed to make a wish. So this way, every time you guys visit my channel, you have a free wish coming at you. So, and it's just a wonderful way of just letting you know that you're enlightened, you're awesome, you're amazing, and stay on the right path because you're definitely following your intuition. All right, well, little details as to why I changed the channel name. Now you guys know, but you guys will forever and always be my sunshiners, and I will forever and always try to be the sunny, positive vibe that I can be for you guys, because at the end of the day, even though we're not still called Sunshine for Days Tarot, doesn't mean that it's not true. You know, we can definitely share that sunshine with us every day, anywhere we go, with all the people that we meet. Love you. After obstacle, they lowered to a state of mind where they didn't even want to think about anything other than the physical world. Now you, Gemini, High Priestess, it's reversed, so I'm seeing them see you as this. They see you as some type of spiritual scholar. They acknowledge that you do have your own belief systems. You do have your way of thinking. You may not be as super vocal about it like others. However, the person you're with acknowledges that you are a spiritual being. You are someone who very, very much so resonates with spirituality, whether it be through religion, whether it be through astrology, whether it be through Buddhism, whatever it is that you believe in. They acknowledge that you have a strong belief system. Over here, through assisting this person, through helping them, guiding them outside of their dark zone, outside of their dark ages, so to speak, you became the person who induced their spiritual awakening. Because of you, they've had experiences now in this world that shine so brightly, so intensely, so everlastingly beautiful in love and beauty that they just have no way of denying the spiritual anymore. Previously, everything was terrible, everything was hectic, and so yes, it was very easy for them to trust and believe that, oh my gosh, you know, I'm sorry, this has to be it. There cannot be any more than this. But then you come along and they wished for you. They asked for you. And yet, here you are. How on earth could I deny spirituality? How on earth could I deny my spiritual aspects, my own inner power, when I clearly, as night and day, asked for you? Here you are. It causes them to get stuck on their heads. They're very stuck in their heads about it. They're very confused, have a lot of questions on how the world works. Perhaps you even introduce them to tarot or some form of psychic future prediction, if it's not tarot, oracle, palm reading, something like that. Like, you were very open to the idea of it, but the other person wasn't. They were very weary about it. But like that as an example, right? That's basically what you did to them. Like, the first time you had a tarot reading, you know, it's very, whoa, like eye-opening for you, right? And you were the person who introduced this eye-opening experience to them. Introduced the fact that you can manifest people and your thoughts to control your world. And hey, by the way, just like you were so intent and had this intention of finding me, and that's why I'm here, you can do that with other things. And this person is just in their head about it. They're having that hard time coming to the realization that this world is more than just what we see on the exterior, because that's all they've focused on their entire life, is on the exterior. Now to have to go inside themselves in order to change their world, it's just a mind-boggling experience for them to have to come to terms with. You help them. You help them get outside of their head. You help them get outside of this, oh my gosh, woe is me mentality. In the process, they felt as though there was this intense internal shedding of self, because the old them had to pass away in order for the new them to shine. But they're grateful for it, even though they secretly, question and wonder, what would have happened if I didn't meet this person? What would have happened if I had stayed in my, unawakened conscious state? But what's really cool here is, they're seeing you as the Five of Swords, helping them shed themselves of their old self, and they're embodying that Five of Pentacles, unstable in the ways of the world, wanting to have that stability, but yet not being able to create stability, because they realize in order for them to be stable, they have to let themselves be transformed in this cycle. But you guys are mirroring each other, 5 and 5. You guys are there. You guys are on the same mental playing fields. Okay. All right, Gems. You found yourself an awesome person so far. Okie dokes. Let's take a look at your present energy. We're going to have to wrap up present and future because, whoa, past took forever. Alright. What is the present love energy for my Geminis in November? What is the present energy for all Gemini in November 2018? What is the present love energy for all Geminis in November? Empress. So still full of a lot of love, still having to really guide this person. You're almost like embodying that Cancer mama spirit about yourself, because you just care so deeply about this person. You want to ensure that they're self-fulfilled. You are able to heal and heal those previous wounds within yourself. And you know that this person, once they're fully healed, that they're going to be capable of doing so much more. And you're guiding them towards there. You're their sun. You're their guiding light. Without you, they wouldn't be able to see. They wouldn't be able to know. And you immediately knew something. So you immediately had this belief, this strong belief system, that this person's capability far extended what they themselves saw in themselves. So in the present, I do see you. Let's grab their cards first, because they clearly want to talk right now. Present love energy for the person that Gemini is resonating with. Let's see, present love energy for the person that Gemini is resonating with. Okay, we'll let these all out. Okay, so in the present energy field for you, Gemini, again, you're embodying that Empress card. You're embodying that love, that endless maternal instincts are just kicking in when it comes to this person. So if they're having, for instance, if they're having a rough day, or if they just need extra attention because they hurt themselves or whatever, you're there for them. You at no point in time refuse your love for them. And if it's not just for them, and it's for the people around them as well, you care about this person so much, you want to spread that joy and sunlight that you are, and spread it with everyone. You want to spread that love around, not just for them, for their family members, for their friends, for their pets, for everyone in their life, because you see them of such high importance that any aspect of them, even if it's family or friends, is still highly important and highly valued to you because they mean so much. Present energy, we have the Three of Swords followed by the Ace of Hazards. So I do see you again. You're helping this person get outside of that unstable mindset. You're getting them to come to the realization, I don't have to just eat poor human brains, from the zombie tarot. I can have a full steak dinner. I can have potatoes. I can have green beans. I can have a lot. There's a lot that I can offer myself other than just, 3 pieces of burnt toast in the morning with some, with some milk. So you're helping this person come to terms that they have such a strong potential that they never saw within themselves. They saw themselves stuck in that shadow state, stuck in that I just cannot budge from here because it just hurts so much. And you, being that amazing infinite light that you are, shining so brightly, are helping them fight their battles. You're fighting alongside them. So when they're not strong enough to pick up that pitchfork and say, I just can't take one more bite, you're like, here, have my lung. Have it. You can't hold it? Okay, I'll hold the fork for you. Let me feed you. Let me feed you some knowledge, some spiritual knowledge. I'm about to drop some spiritual knowledge, is basically what you're saying. Ace of Hazards. I see this person finally coming out within themselves, having that rebirth cycle, having the realization that, yes, life is difficult. I agree. Life is meant to be difficult. I know. There you go. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why it keeps... It's like this... Okay, anyways. Can you see me? Okay. Yeah, so you're helping this person uncover their true embodiment. When we're in this body and we see ourselves and we're unhappy with what we see, or we're just unhappy with what we've been able to create materially, worldly for ourselves, it can be very detrimental to our well-being. It can be very detrimental to our our confidence, our self-esteem, our belief in ourselves. And what's really amazing here in Gemini is that in the present energy, for your cards, I mainly see you expressing your love and wanting to help them see and uncover their own true power. Here, Ace of Hazards is literally a zombie arm coming out from beneath the ground. So you have helped this person transform. You've helped them come to life like a zombie. They see you as the Four of Wands. They see you as stable. They see you as cheery. They see you as happy. They see you as happy-go-lucky. They see you as being social and loved by all, and an amazing cook and an amazing lover, an amazing giver. Very creative, very colorful in your personality and in your life. And for you, Gemini, you feel this way, yes, and you can express your way this way, yes. But the only reason you're able to express your way, this stableness that you are now currently, is because you have their love, is because you were able to, beforehand it seemed like both of you had one or two things that were just not fully where you wanted them to be because you were missing the other piece to your puzzle. And now that you have your missing piece, Gemini, you're able to embody this year-round, not just here so, there so, or whenever you feel like turning on the charm. It's just this natural charisma that just flows out of you now all the time, almost like a Leo, just this magnetism about you. And people around you can sense it too. Why? Because they can sense that joy that you feel. It's just so joyful and so exciting that even like your worst of enemies would feel lively and happy to be around you. There's Five of Cups. We have a lot of fives. 555 for your person that you're resonating with. So with them, again, they just had a really hard time letting go of either a past love or past childhood trauma or a past issue, so to speak. I'm going to go with a past love. They were really heartbroken because of their past love. They had like one really strong connection with someone before you came along, or even while you guys were together, and they had to say goodbye to that. And for them, having to make that decision was really painful. It's what caused them to go into this hermit shell mode where they just didn't want to deal with anyone, just wanted to be away from the world and not deal with anything because it was too much. Four of Swords, reversed. You were their stability. You brought the tools in front of them so that they were able to say goodbye to this past love, say goodbye to this past trauma, say goodbye to this past hurt and pain. And for them, presently, they think about that in such a fondly way. When they remember it as their happy-go-lucky sun card. It is reversed, though. This is in the upright position. Here, right here, again, he's saying gratitude. He's saying he's thanks. This family right here is in front of this angel, right? Could be Archangel Gabriel, that they're speaking to, but they're speaking to their angels, they're speaking to their spirit guides, and they're coming with offers. They're coming with offers of love. They're coming with offerings to give their thanks. And for you, you know, this is how they see you. They see you as the shining angel that brought that light and brought that balance back into their life. So they want to offer you something that is worthy of your time, worthy of your space. However, they fear that what they offer will never match what it is that you brought to them. They're fearing this Devil card at the moment. So this is the Leo, but it's in the reverse sign. So typically Leo represents strength, power, and basically the ability to manifest anything and everything that you want in your life. They unfortunately are feeling as if they're stuck still in that shadow state. They feel as though they're still not fully enlightened. They feel as though you help them with a lot, yes, but they fear that because they're still not at the same vibrational energy as you, and that's why you guys kind of clash every now and then. But because they're not there with you, that when they come to offer you, when they come to give you that gift, when they come to commit to you, if that's what the gift is, instead of being the sunny sun like you, that it'll be more dark. It will be a different happiness. It will be a slowly but surely transitioning into this sun. They fear that it will take a lot more time and a lot more years and a lot more months, weeks or days before they're able to fully express themselves the way that you so easily expressed yourself to them. They're afraid to open up and spill their entire life story beans. They've probably given you a very sample version of their life, but haven't given you the full manual to their heart. However, even though they're scared out of their minds of this Devil card, even though they're scared out of their minds of the fact that, oh my gosh, I had to say goodbye to this for you. Like, they had to make that choice. They had to make that final choice to let the past go for you. They're still doing it. Full card. They're still taking the risk. They still want to take a leap of faith with you. They know you're worthy. They know that their wish come true. Look, shooting star. They wished on a shooting star and it led them to you. They may be blind in the sense that, this is a blind fool. They're blind in the sense that they strongly think that this is going to potentially end badly because they don't feel as worthy for your own love as you are, because you're so magnificent. But they're still willing to take the risk. Because even if they don't feel worthy about it, it's still way better to take a risk with you because you're amazing than to take a risk by myself and get stuck in the dark, blind, and confused. Still stuck in my head. Okay. All right. Future energies for Gemini. Gemini. What is the future love energy for all Gemini in love? Okay. What is the future love energy for the person that Gemini is resonating with in love? What is the future love energy for the person that Gemini is resonating with in love? What is the future love energy for the person that Gemini is resonating with in love? You're dealing with... I'm seeing fire sign come up very strongly. So if they are not a fire sign, they just have a really strong temper, a really intense fiery temper. Can have a temper. Person that Gemini is resonating with. Okay, Gemini. So in your future energy, what I see is 5 of Cups. Again, 5. I'm going to make a separate video for you guys on the angel number 555 because that came up for you. And that'll help resonate with you a little bit more. In the meantime, though, I would suggest you Google 555 and the meanings. The Hangman upright, and then the 3 of Wands reversed, the King of Wands reversed in your energy fields. In their energy fields, what we're seeing is the Knight of Wands reversed, the 8 of Cups upright, the Temperance card reversed, and the King of Swords reversed. So moving forward, right? And we're still having to take the lessons of this past full moon, take everything that we've learned decision-wise, and fully make a proper decision and stick to it, is what I'm seeing. So in the past, they decided that you were worthy of taking a leap of faith for. You were worthy of taking that risk for. Sure, I might be painful. Sure, it may not be enough, but I'd much rather not be enough with you than not be enough without you. And what I see for you in the future energy is I do see you reminiscing on when you first encountered this person, reminiscing on that dark sense, that dark space that you saw them in, and it almost brings you to tears. Like you're so emotional when it comes to this person, Gemini, and in a good way. It helps you understand and appreciate how far you've come together, how far they've come since you've met them. And it really is funny to you because at that time you remember just feeling kind of stuck because they were all in their heads not wanting to acknowledge that, yes, I am the person that you're supposed to be with. And you were straight up with them. You're like, look, you're gonna miss me. Like if you guys did have to part ways for a moment, you're gonna miss me and you're gonna call me back. I already know it because we're meant to be together. And look, lo and behold, you guys are together. You guys have reunited. So that being said, Hangman upright, you had a stagnancy with one another, but in the background, regardless of what was going on, you always knew. You always knew. You were always that cheerful, cheering on cheerleader in your own mind saying, don't worry about it. They'll be back. They'll be back. And in the future, what I see is you're reminiscing on that. You're reminiscing on that stagnancy. You're reminiscing on the death rebirth process that occurred when you guys were together. This is your person, all right? If you can see right here. This is your person. Is this little dead little zombie ghost. And that's you down below reminiscing on this, reminiscing on the stagnancy, reminiscing on all the trials, the obstacles you guys have already had to face together. In order to be where you are today, in order to be in a better position with one another. So in the future, what I see for you is 3 of Wands reversed and then King of Wands reversed. So I see you, again, still daydreaming, still reminiscing on the good, wonderful times that you guys have had so far with one another. And I see them digging themselves out of their holes. Strong-willed to make this relationship work. In the past, they basically just kind of gave up when things got too hard. And they acknowledged that in order for you to grow, in order for you to be happy with another person, you're going to have to make those compromises. And in the past, they couldn't even make a decision. Now they're compromising. And remember, compromising is also a decision. Now they're learning. They've learned that to have a strong connection, to be truly happy with your soulmate, it comes with compromises. It's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows. They are going to have your conflicts. And it seems like through those conflicts in the future, you've taught them how to reflect in the same way that you were able to do so that you could grow and manifest a more stable life for yourself, Gemini, and a much more spiritually filled life. So I do see something spiritual with you guys. You guys are just slowly transitioning outside of that. Let's say you guys were both atheists and didn't believe in anything. I see you guys both kind of acknowledging and kind of wanting a little bit more insight into what does happen. You're starting to question a little bit more about the world. So that's definitely positive. That's awesome. In their future energy field, what I see for them is Knight of Wands. So again, they're coming to their battles headstrong now. So they've learned and they've mastered that. They in the past would just kind of fall back, just like, oh, there's a boulder in my road. I can't go. I might as well stay home now, No, now they're like, you know what? That might be a boulder, but let me climb that and get around it. Or let me see. I'm just going to I'm going to back up here right now. I'm going to turn around, pop a Yui, and just find another path. I'll get there. So for them, they're embodying this headstrong energy where there's a thunderstorm coming, and instead of running away, instead of taking the horse and going the other way, they're facing it. They're hardcore facing their fears. They're hardcore facing their past. They're hardcore facing all of the intensity that's happening within the relationship. So if you guys have had any arguments in the future, I see them being very, very blunt and very honest with you. Likewise, like you've been with them in the past. 8 of Cups in the upright position. So I do see them recalling and remembering on past love trials, past love obstacles, past love moments, whether it be with you or whether it be with previous partners. But I don't see it in a, oh, I miss you kind of way. I don't see it as a, this person that I'm with now would never do what you would do or stuff like that. No, I see it in a very introspective, positive way. I see the Temperance card in reverse. So for them, they don't feel the need to balance out the relationship with you. They feel the need to balance out themselves and their past relationships and dissect their past relationships so that they can grow from it. So this is the Sagittarius card. It was in the reverse position. So again, I do see it as they don't want to balance out the relationship they have with you because it's perfect, it's great, it's dandy, it's awesome. You guys acknowledge each other, you guys know each other, and you guys know how to do this. However, when it comes to their past, they want to find balance with their past. They want to let go of their past so that they can, once they let go and release all of that baggage, produce a much more fulfilling and happier relationship in life with you. And in the future, I do still see them being very strong in their power. Both of you very strong in your power, actually. They're the knight, and they see you as the King of Swords. So what's funny here, though, is that both of you are doing internal work in the future. Both of you are really working hard and trying to figure out how to really conquer your own inner demons and proceed in a much more balanced, heightened, level-headed way. But both of you are being secretive about it. So both of you are proceeding in this spiritual awakening in the aspect of, questioning everything that you've done in the past and figuring out for yourself, why did I make that choice? Why did I feel the need to have this person and keep them in my life for as long as I did? There's a reason. And you guys are trying to find that reason for one another. That's why I came up this way. But you're doing it secretly. Both of you are secretly trying to find the answers. All while with one another being upfront and honest and direct. There's no trickery here. There's no anything. And this is really, really, really amazing, Gemini, because you guys have a once in a lifetime relationship. I mean, besides all the star cards, besides all the wish come true, besides the Empress, I mean, this is intense. I mean, look about this. Look, it's a freaking unicorn. He's not riding a horse, guys. He's riding a unicorn. This is a once in a lifetime love opportunity that you've been given, and you are truly taking full on advantage of it, just like any Gemini would. And I am so undeniably happy for you guys. By the looks of it, if this is legit, your person come true, then you will probably stop watching me. And I will gladly accept that, because if you're happy with the person that you're with, and in the future you guys do come to that realization and stability with one another and have a more concrete, firm relationship commitment to one another, maybe even marriage, then this is wonderful. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope that it resonated. Mwah. Also, make sure you check out those clearance sections, because Halloween candy be hella cheap now, and candy is good for the soul. Bye, guys.